Kicks it out to Love. Passes to Irving. Thompson, a screen on Wall. Here's Irving, and again it's Cleveland.
And it really starting to look like they're going to have one of those days where nothing goes wrong.
Well, Greg, they certainly haven't done anything wrong so far, stretching the lead into double digits already.
Get ready to go, Wizard Girls!
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, during that last break, I heard David Blatt as he addressed his team. He said their plan was run their offense through Freak. Coach wants to get him involved early so he can establish a strong presence at that end of the floor and provide them with a well-balanced offensive attack. We'll be watching how these adjustments work. Kev, there's still a lot of time left in this game.
Thank you, Doris. Neal, shot clock at 6. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Wall, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Tell you what, that was all made possible by the heads-up defense at the other end.
And I love that as soon as they get their hands on the basketball, they immediately get out in transition.
Here's Freak, and again it's Cleveland.
And I like the job they've done with working the basketball. They've been moving and getting quality shots.
And Greg, their field goal percentage reflects that. I mean, they've been the much better team shooting the ball. And you know me, shooting percentage, always a function of shot selection.
Here's Neal, following the basket by Freak. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
No breathing room at all to take that shot. Move the ball. Stick it too much.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. Thompson outside. Cleveland moving the ball around. And here's LeBron outside. Rebound by the Wizards. Now Wall. What a tremendous game he played against Utah. He dishes it to Neal. Fires the 3. Shot misses. And that does it for the first quarter. And Cavs head coach David Blatt beginning his NBA career after a long...
There's just a lot more practice.
And Blatt, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great... Washington making some changes. Gortat's checked in for Henry Sims. Nene comes in for Porter. And Gary Neal subbed in for John Wall. Cleveland also making some changes. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Verejao. LeBron comes in for Smith. And Freak subbed in for Williams. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Freak is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Thompson in at the 5 spot. Wizards trail by 7. Feeds it to Beal. Lets the 3 fly. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
And let's see some numbers here on Nene. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 10 points a game, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
Shumpert is checked in for Cleveland. Matthew Dellavedova comes in for Kyrie Irving. Here's Thompson. And so we... A trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a three-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
Evans, he's checked in for Nene. And he ends up missing both free throws. Wizards have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. And for the Cleveland Cavaliers, they come in off a good outing against the Hornets in Charlotte.
I mean, no stress in that one. A game almost looked like a shoot-around for them. I mean, amazing at how well they shot the basketball.
And even more impressive, Greg, considering it was on the road. I mean, it's rare that you see a team get that hot away from home.
Here's Dellavedova. Gortat comes up with the rebound. Gortat's got his 3rd rebound on the night. There's a screen by Gortat. To the inside. Not as good, and the Cavaliers lead cut down now to just 5 in the bucket from Evans.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment. Yeah, what a play right there. Got his man tumbling to the floor, and then the balance to knock it down.
Unbelievable move. Rush hour handles supreme right there.
From deep, Neal. Good on the shot. Neal's got 5 now.
Boy, they're knocking down the long-range shots. A lot of those same shots they missed earlier in the first quarter. They still find themselves down here, but they're starting to make some headway into that deficit.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Now here's Freak. 15 points in the game. The offensive rebound. And it's out of bounds to the Cavaliers as Cleveland retains possession. We've got 28 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Well, after playing well in the first, he's having a bit of difficulty in making it happen here.
Waters passes to Neal. It's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Wizards will retain possession. And Wall. Here we go now. No good off the back of the rim.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
And the first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Cavaliers on top, up by 5. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
The talented Wall and Beal team up in the backcourt. Nene and Gortat team up in the paint, and it's Waters in at the 3 slot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Wizards trail by 7, and keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Hornets had a huge game. He finished 21 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. He had a great game in all facets, and his coach called it a complete game of basketball. High praise to be sure, guys.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
Goes up. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
And guys, in a game this snug, moments like that are the ones we usually look back on at the end as a difference maker.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Freak. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor.
Henry Sims is checked in for Washington.
Spacing.
And 1:30. Left to play in the third. Pass to Neal. Here's Sims. Buries it down low. James with it. And here's Freak.
Move the ball. Stick it to
From deep three-point range. The shot no good. And it's Washington the other way. Here is Wall. He's got 9. Quarter outside. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Now, Freak. He's got 19. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. And that one's good. James.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
Outside, Wall. Sims kicks to Evans. Nice ball movement by Washington. Looking to end his cold spell. Wall's shot is off. Now here's Freak. He got it up. Oh, he hits it. How about that shot?
Big time, big time.